Okay guys, so FC Barcelona participated in the UEFA Champions League and they were victorious against Red Star 5-2. And before we dive into this video, please, if you are new to this channel, do well to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave your comments and enable your notifications so that you get videos every time we upload. Your thoughts are appreciated. Diving into this video, first off, I want to talk about Frenkie de Jong because Frenkie de Jong was not able to press as he should in the first half. And that was a very lackluster performance in our pivots because he kept exposing Marc in the game. And another point of mine is that Frenkie de Jong is a great player, no doubt, but in truth, he is not a captain material for me, honestly, because when Paul Kubasi was injured, he just didn't involve himself. Even when Lamine Yamal was being confronted, I would say, by the Red Star players, he was nowhere to be found. It was Rafinha that came to oversee these things. And these are the things that makes you believe that this person can be able to act as a leader for the team. I don't think he has that aura to do that. Moving on to the video, in the first half, I would say the closing down was very poor, but the defense came through with important tackles and important ball recoveries that helped it seem as if we were doing a good job in the first half, whereas our pivots were not able to distribute those balls in. It was even Rafinha that was coming in deep to play some of the balls, whereas he was supposed to be playing from the left wing. But our pivot option in that game was, I would say, was wrongly selected because Frenkie de Jong did not pair very well with Marc Casado. Inigo Martinez scoring a goal, and to add to that, someone made a tweet and he said that Inigo Martinez was going to score a goal. And I quoted that tweet saying, "I will be there." And lo and behold, he opened the scoring for FC Barcelona. But our enjoyment was short-lived when Red Star equalized in the first half. And I was actually not having it. Also, let's talk about Robert Lewandowski. I mean, Robert Lewandowski just can't stop scoring. He scored 2 goals in the match, and to think that the goals that he scored was as a result of his positional sense as a top 9, that speaks volumes, because you cannot be in those positions and score those kind of goals if you do not have that ability to do that, if you cannot be able to position yourself, which he has done, and he has 2 goals to his name in this match, and long may it continue. Speaking of which, let's dive into the second half, because the second half was a contrast of what we were seeing in the first half in some way. Now, in the second half, the pivot line, it solidified a bit because there was the introduction of several players. Frenkie de Jong was withdrawn from the game. And in truth, the pressing intensified and we were able to recover balls easily. And you can see the difference in quality between the first half and the second half. And goals from Lewandowski, Rafinha, and Fermin Lopez made the scoreline 5-2. And also, Paul Kubasi was quite injured, I would say, because in course of defending, he was booted to the face and he was bleeding actually. But Hansi Flick said he would be fine, and he just had 10 stitches to his face. Anyways, guys, I know some of you were scared because our defensive line is very thin. Our players, our defenders are not back. No Christensen yet, no Eric Garcia yet, no Ronald Araujo yet. So it's just Sergio Dominguez. And speaking of Sergio Dominguez, that boy has pace, but he does not have the idea of the defense in Barcelona's system. And honestly speaking, I think Gerard Martin and Sergio Dominguez, when Hansi Flick was talking about high line and offside trap, they were not in class, honestly, because I don't understand why they keep playing our opponents on side, and at the end, it leads to something tragic, because in one of the goals, Gerard Martin was playing a Red Star winger onside, which led to a goal in the second half. These are the problems. I think they should be able to understand this system. It is very important because that is the system that Hansi Flick deploys in most cases. Moving on, let's talk about Fermin. I mean, Fermin came into the game and he scored a wonderful goal. And in all honesty, he could have been more than one because he knew what he came for. He knew what he wanted to do. And that second attempt that hit the bar, I really wanted that to be a goal. But then kudos to Fermin. He came and he did what he should. He played very well with the few minutes that he was given, and he scored a goal to crown it all. So kudos to Fermin. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this game? What do you think could have happened differently? Do you guys think we could have conceded more because of the introduction of Sergio Dominguez in the defense? Or do you guys think we could have scored more because of the goals that several players like Lewandowski missed? I think he could have gotten a hat-trick though. But anyways, do let me know what your thoughts are and let's talk. Cheers.